Before you launch Amazon ads, use this checklist to avoid the expensive mistakes. I'll show you in today's video. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group. Let's dive in. So right now, you can just go to advertising in our campaign manager, and we've got a 6% ACoS. We spent $169, $2,000 in sales, tons of impressions, super low ACoS. So it's totally possible, and what we did is follow this checklist to a T. So here's the checklist right here, and it might look real short and sweet and obvious, but it's not. Most sellers are not following this checklist, and that's why their Amazon ads are doing so bad. Before you start running Amazon ads, you need to make sure your listing is A1, so that way you're underspending instead of overspending. This is the first thing we do when we start managing clients, is look at their entire listing to make sure they're getting the biggest bang for their buck. So the first thing is going to be bad reviews. This is pretty much the make or break. So if you have, let's say this is your listing. If you have no reviews, your ads are going to suck. Okay, I'm just going to be honest, 99% of the time. If you have some reviews and the reviews are bad compared to your competition, again, your ads are going to do bad. It just means that what's going to happen is people are going to click on your ad and then they're not going to buy. So that means if it's $1 per click, you get 5 people who click. That's $1 every single click. And I don't want you to waste any money. So we want to try to get at least 1 review before we run ads, right? So that's going to be the first one. And then also, if you possible, having a 4-star or higher. Now, this is a lot to ask for, and you might not be able to achieve this, but that should be always in the back of your mind, is making your product better to mitigate any negative reviews that you've gotten in the past. If you're not making your product better, your ads are going to get worse. It just is. Even if an expert comes in and you keep getting negative reviews, your ads aren't going to get better. They're going to get worse. Now, if you have a short title, this actually hurts your listing. So right at the beginning, you should have a longer title that kind of just explains exactly what it is. Portable campfire, holder and extinguish included, right? Endless summer. So if I read endless summer, I'm like, oh, wow, it's summer stuff. And then I see portable fire pit. That might not be as good. So I know this is the brand name, but you can see they don't have their brand name would be terrible. You fellas, or I don't even know what this is. So they didn't put it in their title. So there is a way to remove your brand name from your title. And that's just going to help customers know exactly what the product is. Because let's be honest, our attention span as humans is very low because of TikTok and things like that. So we want to make sure our title is right to the point, and then add everything you can that's related to the product after that, right? If you wanted to add your brand name, you could put that at the end, but nobody really cares about your brand name that much. Just going to be completely honest, right? So, and then short bullet points. So let's see, their bullet points, you can see it shows everything. They're not short and sweet, they're long. They show exactly what the product is. Again, these bullet points are good as well, but sometimes I go on some listings and the bullet points are too short. They're like, let's just keep it short and sweet. That's not how Amazon works. And plus, the customers want to see a lot of information. So make sure you have everything that they're asking. Look at all your reviews. If you have reviews, whatever the customers are complaining about, saying that it's great, just look at all of that together. You can also look at competitors as well. So if you want to look at competitors, you can actually see how much money competitors are making using a tool like Helium 10. There's a free trial in the description if you wanted to try it out, but you can actually see how much they're making per month. So then you can be like, oh, this one's making a lot more money than us. We can look at what keywords they're using and not copy them, but pretty much utilize some of their information for yourself. Next, we're going to go to A+ content. If you don't have A+ content, you really should hire a designer, or you could try to do it yourself on Canva. But let's see if they have A+ content. Now they do. So they have city bonfires. They have the owners in here, the features, who it's perfect for, right? The target audience, actual photos of it being used with s'mores, marshmallows, these types of photos produce an emotion. And that's what we want as well. We want to try to produce an emotion in our photos with the family. Again, an emotion. Now you're thinking about your family, entertaining, on date night, outdoor adventures. All this stuff is super important. So that's why having A+ content really helps you shine. 6 pictures. Again, some super basic stuff. When I see, first off, let's look at their photos. If I look at this, I kind of see what it is, like in this tiny, small, low quality photo to the left, but I wish this photo looked more like the competitors. Right? So look, this one, you can see it has a campfire. It actually has the fire up here. It's got the marshmallows roasted. It looks extremely good and enticing. Compared to this one, it looks extremely dull. So that's also going to affect your ads and your conversion rate on your ads. Again, their second photo, I don't really like how this looks. It doesn't look appetizing. Kind of hurts my stomach. So I would rather have this on fire instead of you showing, you know, it looks like chewed up chocolate or something. This one is amazing. So this one is beautiful. I wish they could have this on a white background. This should probably be the first photo or something similar to this, right? So these photos I do believe could be a lot better, but they are in the right direction. But again, you need to look at your secondary images and look at all of your competitors, especially your competitors that are making much more. It shows everything that it comes with. This one, I don't know, does it actually come with this stuff? And plus it's not zoomable, so you can see it's not zoomable. These images should be zoomable. This one's zoomable, this one's not. So really look at your secondary images. Again, that makes or breaks it when it comes to your listing. And then we briefly talked about this already, but your first photo needs to stand out. When I look at this first photo, it's generic. It doesn't stand out at all. And you're going to have competitors that are competing with you and they're running Amazon ads. You want to get the click, right? And you want to get that conversion. In order to get the click and conversion, you need to stand out. So we can look at this one right here. This one, I do love. The flame looks extremely realistic. So that's why I like this one right here. This one doesn't even show a flame, so I don't know what it is. You want to make your first photo idiot proof where they understand exactly what it is. Not only that, you also want to make sure that you try to put emotion in the first image. Emotion is like memories or how they're going to benefit from the product, right? This one doesn't really have any emotion. This one doesn't really have any emotion. This one does. And the reason this one has an emotion is because it has marshmallows in it, right? The marshmallows could produce a sense, like taste. So now let's say you're not hungry right now, but now just think about marshmallows and roasting marshmallows and taking a big bite out of a s'more. That's what this one can do. This one kind of showcases s'mores, or if you have a memory of cooking s'mores with your friends, your family, that makes a big difference as well. So you want to think about that for the checklist. Obviously, your items should be in stock. What happens sometimes is your items aren't in stock and you're running ads, or they're very, very low in stock and you're running ads, or they're not fully checked into Amazon and you're running ads, right? So a lot of those things, that's going to impact your ability to run ads, and it's going to make your ACoS very bad. So make sure you have like plenty of stock when you are running the ads. If you're like out of stock or you're really, really low on stock, I recommend pretty much turning off the ads, or at least turning down the spend very low. You should be using FBA. So if you're not using FBA, so they're not using FBA, but I think their sales would be a lot higher if they were using FBA. So it says ships from their house or their facility. I wish they were using FBA. That's going to also increase the conversion rate. If you're not using FBA, your ads aren't going to do as well. You should be winning the buy box. Right now, this isn't an issue. There's no competitors. But if there are competitors, that's going to affect your ads. There should be no errors. So obviously, there is no errors right now. You can see the listing. And if your price is too high, I like to make sure your price is lower than competitors. This is 32. This is 32 for only one. For only one. This one's $14.99 for one. This one's $37.99 for 6, right? So a lot of different prices. So what you want to do is try to compete with all of your competitors. Take a hit in the beginning get that low price, because what's going to happen is they're going to be clicking on your ads, and your ads are going to be converting very, very well, even though you're breaking even or losing a bit of money. And then you're pretty much going to get pushed to the first page organically. Once you're pushed to the first page organically, Amazon's going to prioritize you, and then you can slowly increase the price. If you start at a very, very high price, right? So for example, if you launch your own car and you start at a super high price, nobody's going to want to buy it. But if you start at a really, really low price and people love the car, and then you slowly start to increase it, that's a really good strategy, because you already have loyal customers, you already have people who left good reviews, and you have credibility. So make sure you don't start with a really high price. I see this happening all the time, right? So that's kind of like the easy checklist, and that does make or break your ads. But that's it for today's video. Want more Amazon videos? Tell me what to cover next in the comments. If you learned something new, drop a like. And if you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel, because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, managing your ads, or just help selling on Amazon, contact EHP Consulting Group. The link is right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. Also, one of our most popular services is our full Amazon account management service. This is where we'll fully manage your inventory, calling Amazon, customer service, advertising, increasing sales, and much, much more. The benefit of this service is not only are we optimizing your listings, but we also are optimizing your ads long-term. So even if we're not working with you, or if we are working with you, your ads are going to be doing phenomenal, because we're going to make that base very strong for you and your company. It's going to help you save time, money, and increase your sales at EHP Consulting Group. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, and I'm signing out.